Welcome into Sports Now on East Texas Now. I'm Kyle Owens. We are joined this morning by the head coach of the Grand Saline Lady Indian softball team, Coach Marc Chitty. Coach, how are we this morning?
I'm doing great, Kyle. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit about your Grand Saline Lady Indian softball team. District 15 3A champions this year, a 10-2 record in the district, 27-1 overall. Coach, just talk to me a little bit about this year and what it means to be a district champion.
Well, it's been a long time coming. We've had some really tough districts, which I also believe get you prepared for the playoffs. And this year was no different. We had four really good softball teams, log jam at the top, and it could have went a number of ways at the end. And we were fortunate enough to come out on top, and really proud of my kids and the way they fought and stayed focused, and excited to be where we're at.
Well, and speaking of where you're at, the playoffs, they start tonight, and you're no seat stranger to the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs many a time. What is when the playoffs start, when it's that new season of the playoffs getting ready, how does that change the intensity around the program, the urgency in your coaching, or does it change at all?
It really doesn't for us. I really try to get and the kids buy into we practice like we play, and I try to put as much pressure on them as possible, whether it's February or May, and we're going to practice and go about it the same way, play with a ton of energy. I try to get them to take every rep when we're in practice like the game's on the line. And that's the way we try to go about everything we do. Don't get me wrong, we understand what's at stake here, and that it's the playoffs, and your spirits are certainly lifted a little bit, and the kids are excited about it, and the community's excited, and all those types of things. But as far as how we go about our business, we really try to keep it consistent all year.
Well, and you spoke on it too there, the community. And I know the Grand Saline community will rally around in any program, whether it's the football team, basketball, softball, baseball, they're going to rally. So just tell me a little bit
Absolutely.
about that community support that you have and how much that means to you and the girls each game that y'all go out there.
It means a lot. I can't tell you how many people come, and we have such a big crowd every time we have a home game, and it is a great place to be and live. And they rally around every sport. They rally around these kids. What a great group of parents that we have that never say no to anything. So it's a lot of fun, and what a blessing to be a part of the community.
Well, tell me what the team looks like this year. I know in years past, we've Hannah Aaron has been a big part of that team, and I want to ask you about her a little bit about at Hardin Simmons. But this year's team, what is so different, or is there anything different about this year's team, or what makes this year's team so special? How are the Lady Indians being successful this season?
Yeah, we had a lot of new this year. I got two new assistant coaches this year. One of them, a former player of mine, really, that's special to me, Andy Hauser, who played for me and graduated in 20, and come back and coach. And then Morgan Benj joined us as well, a Van graduate. So I had two brand new coaches. We're breaking in a new pitcher. As you said, Hannah left. Sophomore Kenna Davis has kind of taken over in the circle and fought her tail off. And our girls have rallied around her defensively. And this, there's a little bit something different about this team this year. They kind of, have just came together a little bit different. I always, try to do those types of things with my teams, but this team seems they just love being around each other. They love each other as much as they do the game, and so it's fun to coach.
Well, and I do want to ask you about Hannah Aaron. She's over at Hardin Simmons now, and I know following you on Facebook, you've been able to attend a couple of her games and see her pitch.
Yeah.
So, what is that? What is it for you? I know you, and it's not just Hannah. You go to other former players' games as well. But
I do.
what does that mean for you as a coach to be able to go to these colleges and see your high school players performing at the next level?
Gosh, it is rewarding. I'm so stinking proud of her. I tell people this all the time. Hannah has achieved a lot, but she worked her tail off a lot too, and she's worked for everything she's got. So proud of her. And it's rewarding for me. Those kids, they come back. and support this program. You know, when they come home, they're coming to these games, and they'll come in the dugout and get right in the middle of it. And we kind of preach families forever around here. So to getting to go see them as well it's rewarding. I'm super proud of her.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, before I let you get out of here, I want to talk about your series that you're starting tonight against
Yeah.
the ARP Lady Tigers in Lindale. Game one is tonight at 7 o'clock. This ARP Lady Tiger team, Coach, they're a good ball club over there, and I think that's the thing with these divisions now. You know that we've split 3A, D1, and D2. I think we're getting more juicier matchups in the first couple of rounds here, and this is one of them. So, what are your thoughts going into this series against ARP, and what's it going to take for Grand Saline to come out on top?
Well, we're going to have to play well. ARP is a really, really good softball team. They swing the sticks really well. And it has changed the dynamic. There's not a lot of times that a district champion is going to turn around and play someone with a 25-5 record and by district. So they are a really good softball team. We understand that. My kids understand that. And we're going to have to play really, really good softball to beat them. And it should be a fun series. I don't really remember the total, but they've hit a number of home runs this year, and they swing it well top to bottom. Got a couple good pitchers to throw at you. So we've got our work cut out for us, and excited about it. It should be a good crowd in Lindale tonight to get that thing started.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. If you don't have anything to do, this would be a fun series to go watch in Lindale to check it out. So, Coach Chitty, thank you so much for taking the time and talking to us today. I know it's a game day, so I appreciate you taking some time out of your day and talking to us. Best of luck to you tonight, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, Coach.